Langdon Tactical's Beretta 1301. This is one sweet ass shotgun. I am so happy that I actually decided to go with this over the Benelli M4, but it's not really what we're here to talk about. I've already done a review on this, so you guys can go and check that out. Fair warning, this is my first shotgun, so you're gonna have to take what I say on that video with a grain of salt. But today we're talking about the new Langdon Tactical Heat Shield. I remember one guy, he commented on that initial video, he saw me doing a C-clamp grip on this shotgun where my thumb was going over the barrel. And I mean, he said that he immediately unsubscribed. Anyway, his loss, whatever. My point is that I had been shooting rifles for so long that that is how I naturally wanted to grip this thing, because it's a long gun, right? It wasn't really an issue. Even when I shot, say, 2 full tubes worth, even ghost loading it, it wasn't an issue where I was burning my thumb. But after that, it was an issue. So when Langdon Tactical came out with this heat shield, I definitely wanted to get it, try it out. I was able to buy it during Black Friday, so it was a little bit cheaper. Langdon Tactical and Ernie Langdon, they don't know me. They don't know who I am. I paid my own hard-earned money for not just the entire shotgun, but for this accessory. So that being said, I want to say I've come out here now and I've shot about 75 rounds. Unfortunately, this Fiocchi dynamic defense dynamic didn't really work all that well. It wasn't cycling all that good. There's a note on the back that I didn't know when I first purchased that stuff that says it's low recoiling and it might not cycle properly through semi-auto shotguns like this. So there was a few times that I got it to work. I did shoot as fast as I could, and I gotta say, this thing worked really, really well. I'm very happy with this thing. And I applaud Ernie and the LTT team for coming up with a solution for not just being able to now C-clamp your shotgun, but also cable management, because traditionally people have lights on them and they've got a pressure switch and it's got a cable, so you're gonna be able to route it through here. I don't have that problem because I have an HRT light with an omnidirectional switch. These things are pretty badass, but I do need to torque it down because it's coming loose right now. However, the one thing that I will say is I do like my match saver. And unfortunately, this is a flaw in the design, and hopefully they see this video and maybe they release a Gen 2 version of this, but I had to physically alter the heat shield in order to be able to put my match saver back on there. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know if I've done a good enough job on it. It seems pretty secure right now, as is, but I don't know if that might have also been impeding some of the action of the firearm itself. So I got to get better at quality ammo and maybe come back out here and try it again. But for now, it seems to be holding up very well. Basically, one of the locking mechanisms, or the way that this thing locks up to the handguard, it covers up the place where we would be able to put our match saver on there. And yeah, I had to literally drill a hole through there. I got a little creative. This was the first time that I ever did anything like this. I got a soldering pin or soldering iron pen, and then I melted the back and I tried putting the screw in there, making it recess, making it fit flush. But now that I have that experience, I figured, oh, I could have just gotten like some sandpaper or so, and I could have just filed that down, or a file. I could have filed that little locking piece down and made it very, very thin. The rest of the lockup, at least for the Zukov handguard, is pretty well. I mean, it locks up on this side, it locks up here on both sides, and then it even locks in or clamps in via the handguard right here. So I think, you know, altering this part is okay in order for you to do it, but I don't know. Or you guys are gonna have to check in the description below to see if I post any other follow-ups, maybe a comment, maybe a message. I'll pin it to the top, letting you know if this still works. Because what I can say is that if I have to choose between my match saver and having this heat shield, I shot thousands of rounds without this heat shield. I didn't personally have any problem C-clamping it when it was just, say, like 14, 15 rounds that I was shooting through this thing in quick succession. So if I personally had to choose between the heat shield and the match saver, I'm gonna go with my match saver. I like that thing, I like having it there, it's quick reloading, it's fun to do as well. So hopefully this will work. Hopefully the match saver stays on there, even though it's a little bit loose. I think I can fine tune it a little bit more. But yeah, that's my only, I would say, feedback to the LTT team is Gen 2s, make it so that we can have a match saver. on there very easily, and where your customers don't have to drill into it, alter it, and potentially screw up the heat shield, because it's also not cheap. I mean, even during Black Friday when I bought it, I want to say it was a little over $100. So anyway, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you thought.